So the Kenya police have reintroduced the Alcoblow. Alcoblow is back, which leaves me always wondering and confused because Alcoblow was Uhuru's star project. He introduced it, first of all, he had been bribed by the Northeastern and ASAL leaders because he wanted to gentrify Nairobi, but also because his children are, I don't know, hidden shareholders of Uber. They are local henchmen. And so bringing Alcoblow was hitting two birds with one stone because people were being discouraged from driving at night so that they can use Ubers and boost the kitty of the Kenyatta family criminal enterprise. So even Uhuru, as of one of his last acts as president, was to sign the bill of Alcoblow into law. It was drafted by this idiot called Nje Muturi, the one they went to school with in St. Mary's. So the question I keep on asking myself is, who is running this country? Is it Uhuru? Is it Ruto? Why are Uhuru's flagship projects still very, very active? Yeah, we talked about the number plates the other day by Matiang'i. Why, we used to go there, you get a number plate, now you're getting green plates. What's happening? Who is running this country? And when Jimmy Wanjigi is talking about debt and who has stolen the debt and it went where, why is this regime not confronting the people who have stolen the money? Why do they want to tax us instead of going to where the money has been stashed in offshore accounts? I mean, Pandora Papers had the blueprint, had the script. And so now they bring Alcoblow because now they're angry. They're angry because we are not falling into their trap. We don't like this finance bill. We are not taking their propaganda bait. So they're angry. They are now moving to Uhuru's scorched earth policy. Uhuru, anytime he used to be angry, every time he used to be angry, throwing tantrums, I don't know what. And then one day he saw guys bigger in Sherehe and he said, put a roadblock on Thika Road. That was during COVID time. Those are the tantrums that he led the country with for 10 years. And so now Ruto has, I told you the problem is not the individuals. The problem is the system, is the institutional memory. So now the Ministry of Interior, don't forget, they bribe bloggers to promote Alcoblow's imaginary achievements because as we have the numbers, we know that during lockdown, when there were people who are not driving at all, the accidents, there was an increase in accidents. So there is no correlation between Alcoblow and saving lives as regards to road accidents. Most of the road accidents are happening during the day and they are by PSVs. Those PSVs are mostly owned by policemen, the government officials, you understand? That's why they are untouched. That's why now we as personal drivers, we have to pay the price. For the comfort of the bureaucrats who concoct all these misguided and misplaced laws. You understand? And then what's this with alcohol? Because every government inajaribu kufurahisha wamama wa kanisa. Kwani hawa wamama wa kanisa wako na kura ngapi? How many votes do these women that the governments keep on pandering to, how many votes do they have that they have so much sway that you're taking measures and policies which are detrimental to the economy? In Uganda, they have over nine breweries. 9 breweries, different brands, different regions, booming industry, supports the local economy. Here, anyone who just tries to brew anything, you shut them down. You put placing punitive measures against them just because you're pandering to a few women of the church. Now, tunataka tujue how much tax does the church pay vis-a-vis the alcohol brewers? Because here we could be launching our own brands to the regional markets, to the global markets. We could be taking our Shanghai and elsewhere. But here even driving, you're being curtailed. Because of who? Because people have to collect bribes. Because people, and now they bribe bloggers and journalists. They used to bribe back then during the Uhuru era. They used to bribe Evelyn Wambui and Emmanuel Juma. And then they come there, they get you when you're blowing that thing. If journalists, you do that thing again, we are going to expose you, because we have entry barriers to everything. We are not a conducive economy. When the leaders are out there talking on platforms and meetings and global, I don't know what, they are there saying how Kenya is open for business, but here we are suppressing the very investors. Masquerading and purporting that we are saving our lives. You think the government cares that Alcoblow is going to save your life? These guys are selling you poisoned sugar that had been condemned in 2018. They've sold it in the market. Nobody has been arrested. They just took you through round. And then now they are creating entry barriers, pretending that they care so much about you. You have to make sure you don't fall for this nonsense. Yeah. There's entry barriers. I don't understand how the worst crop of our population are the ones who ascend to leadership. Because the other day I was talking about Johnson Sakaja. In 2016, he formulates and tables a motion to create the National Employment Authority. Now, what do you to create jobs? Now, what do you need to do? Do you create a parastatal to create jobs, or do you create a conducive environment that will now enable people to create their own jobs? Because that's what somebody should do. Because here, and I don't know, Mukisa Kitui kept lying to us for 10 years as he was Minister of Trade during the Kibaki era. And he was always saying, oh, we are going to do ease of doing business, ease of doing business. Doing business in Kenya is the hardest thing, all because of bureaucracy. Getting a basic enterprise off the ground, you need, I don't know, 10 licenses. You need NEMA, you need what? You need overlapping licenses. You need first to get your council, then you get what? Then you get liquor license, then you get what? Then it's crazy doing business in Kenya, and the people who are supposed to be discussing this are not doing anything. They are feeding you with cock and bull stories every other day. They are engaging you in shenanigans and sideshows, and you people keep falling for it. Alcoblow is the next one, the next distraction mechanism. You understand? So the people who are like now, Sakaja should be giving us a catalog of his achievements. He should be telling us, this is what I've done to his business. But you can't be doing, oh, you're sending Kanjo, oh, to harass hawkers, to do this, to do what. You're doing all of these things. And some you are allowing for PR and visibility. But most you're still maintaining the draconian regulations which have made doing business hostile. Yeah. So people have to craft ingenious ways of surviving. People have to think of ways of just making it through the day, because if you're not being harassed by the KRA, you're being harassed by the council authorities. If it's not the council authorities, it is the government itself. If it's the police, you're driving at home. Now, why do you think people drink and drive? It's because there is no public transport system. There's not solid. There's no street lights. So why do you want somebody? Why do you think people love driving? No, it's because stop trying to impose first world laws in a third world economy with third world regulations. You understand? So anyway, it's crazy. I always like also plugging in some positive spirit. There's this filmmaker called Ondivow. Ondivow is from Kibera. I think you saw his videos were trending. They were trending when he was talking about the Maandamano protests, and he was doing good shots just on his GoPro. And he's talking about this company, this guy who wakes up every day from Thika, goes to Nairobi, goes, I think, somewhere in Gikomba, buys refrigeration cans and containers, and then goes to hawk them in Nairobi, and he does that commute every day. Can you see the hustle that people put? Always harassed by, even in the light of the harassment by the authorities, they are still doing this. It's amazing. I'm surprised that people, this is what people do to put food on the table. So the government has to be they have to be extremely considerate to this group of people. Let's watch this video for a minute.